We are in the new 2026 Toyota RAV4 GR Sport. It is a plug-in hybrid with all-wheel drive. It has a 2.5-liter inline 4-cylinder engine. It's got 3 electric motors to make 324 horsepower. It gets about 48 miles on full electric. It's got an ECVT, weighs 4,430 pounds. It does have handling upgrades. It's got stiffer spring rate, a lower ride height, reinforced rear suspension. The exterior has a ton of aggressive additions paired on. You got GR branding all over. Let's go ahead and take a quick look around the RAV4 GR Sport. I actually really love the way that this thing looks. It is sick. This red color is super punchy. I think the GR badging on this is very funny. It looks really good, honestly, like especially in this red. I actually really like it. Got a really thick, tall grille. Some plastic cladding here, but I actually don't think it's too overdone. Got some nice brakes there. Little GR logo on them. And it's just a super practical performance SUV, which I think is kind of a cool segment. I loved the Hyundai Kona N. That was like, I really still want to buy one. But this, if you need a little bit more space, is also super practical. Oh, that's why. There we go. Super practical car. I mean, that's a ton of room. Do we get a full-size spare? We do. Look at that. That's sick. Yeah, not bad at all. Also a massive opening. Go ahead and put the seats back up and hop in. I love the suede on both the rear and the front seats. Tons of legroom, lots of headroom. Yeah, it's nice back here. You got vents, you got charging ports. This is a little soft touch. Cool little door shut handle. That's nice. Overall, it's pretty good in the back seat. This thing is absolutely filthy. But yeah, I really do like how it looks. Toyota has always done a really good job with their interior. It's just making everything super simple. I like the steering wheel. The buttons are very easy to read, nice clicky. The tachometer is very easy to read. This infotainment, for the most part, seems pretty quick to just kind of bounce through the menus. Have to live with it a little bit. We do have touchscreen HVAC controls, which I'm not a massive fan of, but you know what? Whatever. We've got our drive modes down here. You can also, I believe, oh, that's the different modes. So adaptive cruise control. Yeah, all cruise control right there. Modes down here. Normal, Eco, Sport, and a custom mode. We'll go ahead and leave it in Sport. These seats are fantastic for an SUV. They have actually a fair amount of bolstering. It's nothing like crazy. I mean, seriously, it's not much, but the materials are very nice, super comfortable. Tons of storage space in that center cubby. Got your cup holders down here, a couple pockets for your phone. Overall, super easy interior, well designed. Visibility is good. Got a lot out the rear. Blind spots are solid. Nice big rear mirrors. Let's go ahead, take it for a rip. I will also say, I think if you bought one of these new, this is probably one of like the few cars that is just not going to lose a lot of value over time. New Toyotas in general, they hold in their value just an unbelievable amount. It's pretty annoying for if you want to buy a used one. You're still paying like near full MSRP, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And in some ways, I do think the used Toyotas are kind of overinflated, but if you're buying new, then that's a massive benefit. Steering is super light. I like the turn signal noise. We do have paddle shifters. Very clicky as well. A lot of clickiness going on in this cabin. I do like it. It feels good. Let's see how she does. not bad. It's got actually pretty solid pedal response. All right, there we go. Yeah, pretty solid pedal response. It seemed to be pretty quick, all things considered. Pedal feel, nice and linear. It's firm. Make sure we don't get hit by a train. Really, yeah, the suspension's really nicely tuned. I mean, I barely felt those train tracks back there. It's quick. This is a quick car, honestly. And it does have a lot of immediate torque. Let's see how the steering assist is. Should be on there. Ah, there it is. Seems to be doing a pretty good job. Yeah, it's actually very firm. It kind of really does hold the car in the lane. A lot of times you can really kind of adjust the steering, but this sort of keeps it from you, which I actually prefer. I want it to do all the work for me. Seems to be doing a very, very good job. I wonder how long it'll take for it to, yeah, there it goes. Not bad. It's definitely very smooth. It seems to be a very good system at keeping the lane, not departing or losing track of it. We'll go ahead this way. Pretty good body control. I really like the seats. These are actually super comfortable. Very supportive. I feel like I fit really very well in this car. I'm actually pretty impressed with the body control. It doesn't have a lot of roll. I was in some SUVs earlier today and I felt like I was going to fall over. This actually feels really nicely tuned. I know it has a stiffer spring rate and it's a little bit lower down. I think it's got some chassis stiffening components as well. So far, I'm actually really enjoying the RAV Sport. RAV GR Sport. RAV4 GR Sport, that's it. Takes a second. That's a long title. I think the only knock that I can really give it is that the HVAC is sort of, stuck on a screen, which you get used to it. And honestly, I leave everything in auto most of the time anyway, so it's not really like a huge deal. But other than that, man, I kind of really like it. I dig it. I really do. It's nice. Yeah, brakes feel nice. Good steering for daily driving. It's very light, but honestly, the response is really good. It's pretty quick to respond. I'm impressed with how well this kind of handles. Yeah, guys, not bad. I would love to live with this for a bit. I actually really like it. And we're getting absolutely amazing fuel economy. I do like that it is a plug-in hybrid. Obviously, that adds weight, some complexity, but I have a Chevy Volt, and honestly, so this is pretty comparable. I think it's, high 40s for full EV range, and that's kind of what my Volt gets. And I can do my entire commute and not use any gas, which is just a blessing in the economy right now. It's insanely expensive. And so if you have like a garage and you can plug it in, or even I park outside of my garage and plug it in, it's super nice. You can see the charging indicator there with the regen brakes. The CVT actually does a really, really good job of just it's smooth when you want it to be, and if you want to command some, some shifts, you totally can. Yeah, I really like it. It also feels like it's kind of built like a tank. The NVH is fantastic. Yeah, guys, I think I'm a fan. I was sort of skeptical, if I'm being completely honest, on putting a GR Sport branding on a RAV4, but one thing I have heard is that this is sort of like a GR Light. It's not really considered a true Gazoo racing car, and that's from Toyota. It's sort of something in between. And I think it does a good job of blending some of the sporty aspects of the GR brand with a super practical SUV. I mean, this is just like very simple. Thank you, sir. Everything works. It's really not too bad at all. I think it would make an amazing daily driver. And for someone like me, I kind of like having some performance in my life. I do a lot of modifying and racing. This would be like an apex daily driver. Oh man. Maybe in like 5 years, I'll pick one up used. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I had a blast driving this. I would love to live with it for a little bit longer. And man, I'm just super comfortable. I actually don't really want to get out. Anyway, thanks again. See you guys.